Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are a mutual fund investor, then it is very important for you to know what are the guidelines specified by the regulator Sebi for each of the mutual fund schemes. Because if you are aware about the guidelines, it will make it will help you to make the proper choice in terms of what you should be doing and why you should be doing. That's more important. So let's proceed with the guidelines what we have. So here you can see the various scheme categories that are available for mainly equity and hybrid. And we also have, these are the hybrid funds. The top one are pure equity, and we have arbitrage funds, and we also have thematic sectoral and index funds. Right. So in terms of the various specifications, the first and foremost is the lock-in period, whether your investment is locked in for any particular duration or not, and then you have the minimum equity percentage specified by SEBI for each of the schemes, and each of the fund houses and schemes actually require to comply with this percentage. How the taxation is done, this is more to do with the taxation part, and how many schemes are allowed for each of the fund house under each of this scheme category. All these things are actually specified by the regulator, and it's very important for all of you to understand this, and try to apply this understanding in your portfolio, and make proper decisions about it, right? So when we look into the various schemes and we look at the equity percentages, now there's hardly much you can do. It's just that you should be aware about the equity percentage, and in various schemes, and there are certain other criterias also, like for example for multi-cap, the specification is 25% should be in small cap, 25 in mid cap, and 25 should be in large cap. Similarly for large and mid, the distribution should be 35-35 to make it 70. Now for the equity mutual funds, the fund manager can scale up to close to 100% when he sees that yes, this is the right time, and he should be investing. And when the market goes quite high, and then the fund manager believes that there could be corrections happening in the market, so the fund manager can lower the equity percentage in the portfolio. As in terms of hybrid, what happens is 65% in aggressive hybrid is in equity, so the fund manager is able to take up to 35% in depth. The fund manager can also have some cash position in his portfolio scheme. Similarly, balanced advantage, you can see 40% here and 60% there, and so on. And so the other important factor which comes into play is the taxation. As you can see, these are all taxed as an equity fund. These are taxed as debt fund, and the bottom three are again taxed as equity fund. So the advantage of equity taxation is it comes under short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain, and the rules apply for that. When you see this last rightmost column, this is the most important column to know and understand. Now, for each of these core equity schemes, the fund houses, as well as for the hybrid schemes, the fund houses are allowed to have only one fund in each category. This is because in earlier days there used to be several funds for each category, which was very confusing for investors. They were unable to understand where to go, where to invest. So to remove that confusion, SEBI has specified for each of these core schemes, there should be only one fund for from each of the fund house. Now, for the bottom two, which is the thematic or sectoral and the index funds, there is no restriction. So a fund house can launch any number of funds in this category. The primary reason is there are multiple sectors. There could be multiple sectors, like it could be IT sector, or maybe a pharma sector, and so on. And various themes can also be there, like it could be infrastructure theme, it could be defense theme, it could be PSU theme, and so on. So There's no restriction on that. And in terms of index funds also, there are various indices with Nifty 50, Nifty 100, then you have the mid cap 150, small cap, various indices are there. So there is no restriction in terms of the final one as well. Now this is very important to understand. Now if you have a fund house which is in existence for maybe 10 years or maybe more than that, then for sure in these core categories they will obviously have their funds, right? Fund schemes. Now it is the last two where the opportunity exists for those fund houses, right? So you will probably see more new fund offers in these two categories mainly. Now, as an investor, whether you should be attracted towards new funds or you should think about investing in your core schemes, core fund portfolio, this is something which you as an investor would have to think about. And maybe you can also take guidance from your investment advisor to plan it properly. But this is very important for you to understand and keep in mind, right? So, so hope you have a proper and a smooth investing journey ahead. All the best. Thank you.